Fellow Toastmasters, we have within Toastmasters a group that's called the Leadership Excellence Series, and they give us topics to speak on. And the topic that I want to speak on today is called motivating people. Now within that, they give us this great little slide presentation that we do up on a big screen, and we show you these slides. And I gotta tell you, I went through it and it was highly unmotivating. I'm just gonna be real. So I am not gonna go over what the slide said as far as motivating people. I will touch on it because I believe what Toastmasters presents here is some good stuff. But we wanna come out of this motivated, right? Do we not?
Yeah.
Okay. Motivation, according to Toastmasters, means understanding others, creating and maintaining and providing opportunities. Well, Google, I love Google because none of us have dictionaries, and a friend of mine said, you ought to bring in an old Webster's dictionary, and I've got one of the cloth-bound ones. I should have brought it today. But I do have Google's definition of motivating people. And it's a psychological feature that arouses an organism to action toward a desired goal. Lion gets hungry. The lion's got a bunch of lionesses, like a bunch, which is, I don't know how he deals with that, and then a bunch of little cubs. They're all whining for food, and his belly's grumbling. He's motivated to go out and hunt, right? Does he catch something every time he goes out? It's like gazelle get away, maybe 8 times out of 10, maybe even more than that. But hunger motivates him. His family motivates him. It's really in his DNA to be motivated to go out and hunt, to eat, to reproduce, and sustain the tribe, pack. Is there a pack? Are lions packs or is that wolves? Pride. There we go. The Simba pride. I should have remembered that. Toastmasters highlights a couple motivators for motivating people. They are money, praise, public recognition, more responsibility, or a promotion. I can't tell you how many years of my life I spent being motivated by money that I would work so hard for during the week that when the weekend came, I was highly motivated to spend all that money to get some pleasure in my life. Can anybody relate to that? I have found motivators are great at getting people to start something, to get them involved in something. When I came to Toastmasters, for instance, I was very open with the couple of you ladies that I remember being here. I believe Kevin was here, I believe Jerry was here. And I was asked, what motivated you to come to Toastmasters? What brought you to Toastmasters? And it was to take the F word out of my presentation. I was motivated by seeing people's faces go from to just take the F word out of my vocabulary. That was my motivator. Now, as you grow, as you develop, as things change, I believe motivators change. My motivation now is to give back to others what I've so freely been given within this program. I have gone from, I wouldn't say paralysis of coming up to the lectern when I first came in here. Nervousness, very high nervousness, to little to no nervousness now to come up in front of this group. And really to come up in front of any size group that I've been in front of recently to give a presentation. So the motivation has changed for me. I still slip up with the F word now and then, but it's mostly just in personal conversation and stories, as you all know. It's not in front of a large group. But the motivators can change. Motivators, encourage your team members to use their natural skills. Natural skills are things in our DNA, like Andrea and her art. You can take a lot of art classes, and you can probably get good at art. When it's in your DNA, that's when you can become excellent at art. So we encourage people to use their natural talents. Jerry, obviously, with recording and electronics, there's some sort of natural gift and talent there that he has grown and developed. I, for instance, can barely take a decent picture on an iPhone 6, and that thing does everything for me. Focus, sending it to my Facebook, for crying out loud. Which brings us to Toastmasters. Does anybody have a natural gift for public speaking with any of this room? Nobody, right? No. Oh, come on, that's unfair. I had some practice speaking in front of groups before I came in. My motivator wasn't to take the nervousness away, which I still had, but was honestly to clean up my vocabulary, which it's done. But we're doing something completely unnatural in here. But have you seen everybody grow and develop to where it's become natural? Has it become natural for you, Tiffany? Britt? I've seen Britt grow and develop so much within the last year within this program. And to see her speak in front of that group last week, what was it? What was the name of the group? For the gardens, Wasatch Community Gardens, outside of this club. Her slide presentation folded like a lawn chair. The computer wasn't working. And she killed it because of Toastmasters and practicing the unnatural, but with the natural things she loves, i.e. the gardens. She did a great job. She pulled it off beautifully. Using appropriate recognition as a motivator. Recognize immediately, reward only the desired behavior, address undesirable behavior, and eliminate obstacles. Recognition is defined as appreciation or acclaim for an achievement, service, or ability. I'll tell you what, in my business, I recognize failure. The first thing I do when somebody joins me in business is tell them, I want you to go out and fail, and I want you to go out and fail hard. And I recognize failure by a little list that I like to call 100 no's. Anybody that's been in sales, been in network marketing, been in really kind of any industry, and I'm way past my time, but that's okay. Go out and chase 100 no's. If I set you up and recognize that you're gonna fail, but let's go out and fail hard, let's go out and fail fast, do you think, and take this to your industry and what you do for a living, do you think you could go out and get 100 no's and not have a significant order from somebody? I don't care what the product is. I don't care what the industry is. And if you did, let's say you went out and you got 100 no's from people, how much do you think you're going to grow in your presentation and your ability to communicate with those 100 people? By the 99th, you're probably sick of no, and so you've probably grown a little bit each time with each one of those no's. But I'll be honest with you, I've sponsored a lot of people in network marketing. I've never had anybody bring me back a list of 100 no's that hasn't started a successful small little enterprise or that hasn't grown. Don't forget, we can always recognize failure. Ribbons are nice. I love ribbons. Let's recognize some failure too. In conclusion, if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. It's kind of motivating, right? You know what I think is more motivating? If you're in sales, if you're in business, whatever it is, figure out how to get that 100 no's into your life and see how fast you can grow. Thank you.